Happy Halloween. Today we're going to be exploring, or watching, I should say, the 1959 version of The Haunting of Hill House in its entirety, because this is actually in the public domain. I've become much more and more interested in Gothicism because I am fascinated with Romanticism as a larger movement within the world of literature and art over the last several thousand years. It's a very special moment in human experience and human development. Now, you might hear The Haunting of Hill House, The Shining, and all these things put into the category of horror. And that's fine. It is horror from a cinematic film genre standpoint. But it sits within a much broader movement, which is Gothicism. And Gothicism is actually the flip side of Romanticism, or it's kind of like the dark side of the moon. So at a moment in history when many writers were shucking off the classicism, the kind of confinement of having your imagination, your individuality, and the massive internal world of your inside mind and life, the inside life, that has been stifled for thousands of years, like all of human history. Romanticism is a bursting out of this desire to kind of have these imaginative flourishings. And so we get great internal experiences that we never have. Some of my favorite examples are William Wordsworth. He's one of my favorite poets, where he is writing about his own internal consciousness and the development of his mind and the sympathies he has to the infinite world of other people, that each individual person has an infinite world. And one of my favorite quotes, which is misattributed, it probably is made up, to Victor Hugo, another favorite romanticist of mine. He says, "There's one thing grander than the sea, that is the sky. There's one thing grander than the sky, that is the interior of the human soul." And the whole project of Romanticism, which again, Gothicism is an aspect of Romanticism. That's my claim. The whole project is the inner flourishing and the inner development and the inner understanding of the human soul, which is infinite. That means imaginative flights of fancy, lots of that, because you can come up with it from your mind. You don't have to go to classicism and kind of see, oh, well, what did the great Greeks and Romans say about this? Let me develop something within the household of their already created world. Now, Gothicism in this world of Romanticism and the flights of fancy you might have, you can have flights of fancy of romance, of love, of high ideals, of chivalry, but made modern, which you get a lot of that in the 19th century and 18th century. But we have to remember that life can also be crappy, that negative things can happen, that bad things can happen. So on the one side, while Romanticism sometimes elevates this idea of the moral fabric of your inner morality of, how you shape your own soul and character, has individuality and can develop into something if you want it to. That, in other words, you do have free will. You have the ability to shape your own mind and soul. Gothicism takes on the question of what stifles this process. What stymies it? Where is the stasis, the freezing, the moment where you cannot move forward? So all Gothic, even horror and genre of cinema, even the stupidest of all slasher movies that you might see, which I like slasher movies, but if you watch them, what you'll notice is a couple of things. If you pay attention, like in the 50,000 foot view, and you just kind of look across the field, what you'll notice is that there's a character who's morally stifled, who cannot move forward morally. They cannot live their life. They cannot have a family or treat their family well. They cannot develop into new people, into better people. In other words, the old world, which is what Gothicism explores, is this decayed old world, has a dead hand that is reaching out to you to pull you back and to keep you in that world, which forces you which makes it so you cannot move forward, into progress, into better life, into enjoying yourself, into developing yourself. So in The Shining, for instance, you get this example with the alcoholism and where he's not able to morally progress. And the house kind of represents this old school way of partying and this kind of revelry, and it's holding the main character back from forward progression. Now he has to, in that case, die for things to be able to move forward. But you'll see this a lot in great horror in particular and great Gothicism, where the kind of old dead hand is, and I'm using the word dead hand for a reason here, is holding you back. So we're going to watch this movie together. Hopefully we can watch the whole thing and I don't have to edit it, so you can just kind of enjoy the movie. I'm going to put myself in the corner. And then I want to talk a little bit more about this. Now, before we watch this is the 1959 version, which I have not seen. So I was first introduced, so I've heard about the Haunting of Hill House. I think there's like an 80s or 90s version that I saw a long time ago when I was a kid. But I was really turned on to this by the Netflix show, which was created, directed, and written by Mike Flanagan, who I have explored a lot of his work since that story, and I think he's one of the great directors of our time. In fact, I am going so far as to say that I believe that The Haunting of Hill House is one of the greatest works of cinematic television ever created. I'd like to explore this more in other videos, but there's so much in the way that Mike Flanagan made the story, the novel, which I've read the novel since watching that series several years ago when it first came out, that he actually improved a lot of it. Even though I like the novel was quite good, but what he did with it and the way that he shaped it into this family trauma that has this psychological moment in the past that holds all the characters back. And it's kind of like a dead end. And in order for them to actually have moral progress in their life, this is the great Gothic tale, is that you have to go back into time, essentially, and slay the monster in order to to move forward morally and to have, progress in your life and in society. And one of the easiest ways that you could see this is in Frankenstein, of course, is one of the classic Gothic tales, 1819, where a literal monster created by the kind of scientific desires of the protagonist, Dr. Frankenstein, stymies him from getting married, from having a life, from living a moral life in society. He's stymied by this monster he created that's chasing after him. And that becomes a kind of symbol for all of horror and Gothicism going forward. Okay, so I don't know this particular movie, so I'm excited to see what they did with it. So I'm going to put myself here, and I'm going to hope that everything goes well. Just so you understand, like, I'm watching this with you. This is a reaction, so I'm going to react. So that means I'm going to talk a little bit. So don't get mad if that bothers you. But I'm glad you're here. Allied artists. Where are those allied artists? We don't have them anymore. Oh, okay. There's two screams. I don't know if that was on purpose. Oh, dang. That's actually pretty scary. It's great use of sound. Oh, jeez.
The ghosts are moving tonight, restless, hungry. May I introduce myself? I'm Watson Pritchard. In just a minute, I'll show you the only really haunted house in the world. Since it was built a century ago, 7 people, including my brother, have been murdered in it.
7?
Since then, I've owned the house.
This has to be Luke.
One night there, and when they found me in the morning,
No, what did he say his
I
name
was
was?
almost dead.
I missed that. Because Luke is supposed to be the heir. In the novel, anyway.
I'm Frederick Lauren. And I've rented the house on Haunted Hill tonight so that my wife can give a party. A haunted house party.
Frederick.
She's so amusing. There'll be food and drink and ghosts. And perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited.
Okay.
If any of you will spend the next 12 hours in this house, I'll give you each $10,000. Or your next of kin in case you don't survive. Ah, but here come our other
That's in the
guests.
novel. It's I love this.
It was my wife's idea to have our
59.
guests come in funeral cars.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
She's so amusing. Her sense of humor is, shall we say, original. I dreamed up the hearse. It's empty now, but after a night in the house on Haunted Hill, who knows?
So they're really
This is Lance Schroeder,
taking
test
liberties.
pilot.
Lance
So no doubt
Schroeder.
a brave man.
Lance.
But don't you think you can be much braver if you're paid for it? And I happen to know that Lance needs the $10,000 I'll give him, if he's brave enough to stay all night.
Okay, so they made
This
some
is Ruth Bridges.
real big changes.
You've no doubt read her column in
Ruth.
the newspapers. She says her reason for coming to the party is to write a feature article on ghosts. She's also desperate for money. Gambles.
Okay.
You've already met Watson Pritchard, a man living in mortal fear of a house, and yet he is risking his life
Watson.
to spend another night here. I wonder why. He says for money.
I'm seeing a theme here about the
This is Dr.
money.
David Trent, a psychiatrist. He claims that my ghost will help his work on hysteria. But don't you see a little touch of greed there? Around the mouth and eyes.
Okay.
This is Nora Manning. I picked her from the thousands of people who work for me because she needed the 10,000
She's attractive.
more than most. Supports her whole family. Isn't she pretty?
Yes. Okay. So that must
The party's starting now.
be Eleanor.
And you have until midnight to find the house on Haunted Hill.
I mean, I like the setup. I want to not compare it too much to the novel. So obviously it's its own thing, very much so. Which Mike Flanagan made it his own thing as well, but he, you know, did some things with updating it, but he used a lot of the same characters. This has, like, as far as I can tell, none of the same characters. But it probably has the same tropes and archetypes of the characters, right? Like Theo the Bohemian, the introverted, long-sacrificing Eleanor Vance. This is the novel. Vincent Price, great actor. Yeah, so in Gothicism in general, the architecture of the house becomes very, you know, important. You see this even in the landscape artists, and also in like books like Wuthering Heights. But like Jane Eyre, you have the mad woman in the closet, in the attic type idea. Horace Walpole is the one who invented this in like 1770 or something, with the Castle of Otranto, where like big suits of armor just fall out of nowhere and everything doesn't make any sense. And it's supposed to mess with your sensibilities, which is one reason why it was attacked at that time. And Shirley Jackson in the novel did a lot with building on this thing, I think, with the Haunting of Hill House and how Hill House is supposed to make no sense. Like it couldn't stand probably the way she describes it. Well, I like that little movement of them just kind of like trying to figure out how to get in, and they're separate and then they come together. And like that stonework is odd because it's cobwebs. Where are there Dudleys, I wonder? So the Dudleys are in the Mike Flanagan version and the original Jackson. And they're the caretakers.
Well, where is everybody?
Good question.
Isn't a very warm welcome, is it?
Only the ghosts in this house are glad we're here.
Are we all strangers to each other?
Okay.
Don't you two know each other?
I'm afraid I don't even know your name.
I'm Nora Manning.
Lance Schroeder.
Lance
Is
Shred.
Frederick Lauren a friend of yours?
I've heard of him, but I've never met him.
I work for one of his companies, but I've never seen him.
I've never met the man either. Just a phone call. Do you know him?
No,
Well, then you're the only one of us who does.
I don't know him. All the details about renting the house were done by mail.
He's quite wealthy, isn't he?
Millions.
And 5 wives, I believe.
4, I think, so far.
A $50,000 party for only 5 people is a little steep, even for a millionaire.
Yeah. 1959, $50,000.
If I'm gonna haunt anybody, this would certainly be the house I'd do it in.
The old chandelier.
Close the door.
The ghost.
This thing's made of solid steel.
Uh-oh. Classic artwork all over the... There he is. The man.
Annabelle, our guests are here and fortunately still alive. Is your face on yet?
Fortunately still alive. What is happening? Woo.
Dust and dirt everywhere, and the water barely trickles. Couldn't you have had the place cleaned?
Atmosphere, darling. You know how ghosts are. They never tidy up. And that's a very fetching outfit, but hardly suitable for a party.
I'm not going to the party.
The spend the night ghost party was your idea, remember? Since it's going to cost me $50,000, I want you to have fun.
The party was my idea until you invited all the guests. Why, all these strangers were none of our friends.
Friends? Do we have any friends?
No, your jealousy took care of that.
I had a reason for inviting each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatrist to typist, and from drunk to jet pilot. They share one thing. They all need money. Now let's see if they're brave enough to earn it.
And you call this a party?
Could be.
Why do you always do that? It spoils the champagne.
It might explode.
Never does.
Would you guarantee that?
That isn't funny, Frederick.
Make a good headline. Playboy kills wife with champagne cork.
Jeez.
Will you join me?
He is
No,
dark.
thank you.
Just a sip might improve your humor.
My humor is fine, thanks. And I haven't poisoned it.
It's always good to know that. Have some. You'll enjoy the party more. Go on.
Ooh. Like he wasn't asking.
Your trust is so touching. And I'm not going to the party.
Of all my wives, you're the least agreeable.
But still alive.
Would you go away with $1 million tax-free? You want it all, don't you?
I deserve it all. Your jealousy isn't tax-free. And your possessiveness is maddening.
If ever a man had grounds for divorce,
But can't prove them.
the time will come. You'll slip up one of these days,
Think so?
if I live long enough. You remember the fun we had when you poisoned me?
Something you ate, the doctor said.
Yes, arsenic on the rocks.
Arsenic on the rock.
You'd do it again if you thought you could get away with it, wouldn't you?
Darling, what makes you think that?
Something about you.
Something about you.
I hear that hanging is very uncomfortable, in case you get any more ideas. Now, don't let the ghosts and the ghouls disturb you, darling.
Darling, the only ghoul in the house is you.
Woo.
Don't sit up all night.
Okay, I
You
see what
wait
they're
to
doing.
Get rid of me. It makes wrinkles.
Yeah, one of the challenges of a movie of this nature is how do you show the ghosts? Are they real? Because ambiguity is a big part of the novels. is it really in the, the turn of the screw is a great example of this, where it's,
This is what she used on my brother and her sister. Hacked them to pieces.
oh,
We found parts of the bodies all over the house, in places you wouldn't think. The funny thing is the heads have never been found.
the funny
Hands and
thing.
feet and things like that. But no heads.
The wife, probably in a rage, threatened her husband with a knife and then, carried away by hysteria, took a swing at him and simply went on from there.
Well, she certainly went on. How many people did she kill, Mr. Pritchard?
Only two. Her husband and her sister. No one else was here.
So there are two loose heads just floating around in here somewhere?
Oh, like the
You can hear
beginning.
them at night. They whisper to each other and then cry.
What if those two are ghosts?
Here, would anyone care to mix me a drink?
This guy in the Vincent
What
Price
would you
character.
have?
Good evening. I'm your host, Frederick Lauren. Since we're all strangers to each other, let's get acquainted with a drink, shall we?
Mr. Lauren, I advise you to call this party off now. The ghosts are already moving, and that's a bad sign.
Let me apologize for my wife. She'll join us later. What do you have,
Scotch and.
Doctor?
I'll have the same.
Now, before the party begins, let's go over the details. The caretakers will leave at midnight, locking us in here until they come back in the morning.
That must be the Dudleys.
Once the door is locked, there's no way out. The windows have bars that a jail would be proud of, and the only door to the outside locks like a vault. There's no electricity, no phone, no one within miles, so no way to call for help.
Like a coffin.
Like a coffin.
So if any of you decide not to stay for the party, you must let me know before midnight. Of course, if you leave, I shan't be able to pay you anything.
I'm interested in your reasons for this, party. Aside from pleasant company.
Ghosts, Doctor. I think everyone wonders what they would do if they saw a ghost.
That's true.
So now my wife has given us all the opportunity to find out.
Amusing.
What would you do?
Ghosts, etc., being only creations of hysteria, your party should be a success.
Well, Pritchard here promises us genuine ghosts.
That's the
7 now,
psychiatrist? Or
maybe
which,
more before morning.
forgetting which one's which.
That's cheerful.
4 men have been murdered in this house. And 3 women.
You planned your party very well, Mr. Lauren. 4 of us are men, 3 are women. Well, a ghost for everybody.
Well, Pritchard, why don't you take us on a tour
It's
through
true.
the house and let's see what happens. Huh?
4 and 3. Are they all ghosts? I actually don't know. Like, I know the novel, but this is very different than the novel, which is great. It's its own thing.
See that stain? Blood. A young girl was killed here. And whatever got her wasn't human. Don't stand there.
What do you mean? Where?
Oh! She is not worried about that.
It's too late. They've marked you.
Ridiculous. The roof probably leaks.
Oh, that must be what it is. Who would want to haunt me?
I would say any self-respecting male ghost.
I hope it doesn't come back.
Well, Mr. Pritchard, you're the life of the party.
He hasn't even started yet. Wasn't there a man who threw his wife into a wine vat or something?
That was in the cellar. There's been a murder almost every place in this house.
So always one of the questions in these hauntings is it in your mind? Are you seeing it? Or is it real?
Belonged to a Mr. Norton, who didn't die here. He was electrocuted later.
Mr. Norton. Not Hugh Crane.
Mr. Norton did a good deal of experimenting with wines. But his wife didn't think it was any good. So he filled the vat with acid and threw her in. She was supposed to stay down. But the bones came up. It's a funny thing. But none of the murders here were just ordinary. Just shooting or stabbing. They've all been sort of wild.
Wild murders. Okay.
Violent and different.
Look out!
God, she didn't fall in.
You mean there's still acid in there?
Jeez.
Destroys everything with hair and flesh. Just leaves the bones.
Is that a ghost? What is that? And? What did he throw in there?
My, it's
Do you know?
dry and dusty down here.
Huh.
Oh, there's a
I would step back.
cure for that upstairs. Come on.
This is like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory horror. You're gonna go throughout all the places and see. Don't go into the chocolate vat.
How'd you get invited to this party?
Playboy. Ooh.
Oh, go on.
Or more than
I
that.
mean, what did he tell you?
Persistent.
Mr. Lawrence said everybody'd get $10,000.
But he didn't say anything about being locked in.
No.
He just made the deal with me on the phone, but nothing about having to stay.
Aren't you going to stay?
If I don't, I lose $10,000.
I'm going to stay too. $10,000.
Mmm.
Yeah. You believe in ghosts?
I don't know.
Well, I agree with what that doc says. You can spook yourself. I've done it in planes. Seen things that weren't really there. Or were they?
Where were they? That's the question, yeah.
What are you going to do with your 10,000? If we get it.
What do you mean if we get it? Won't he pay us if we stay?
Ah, sure he will. 10,000 is no more to him than a nickel is to us.
We were in an automobile accident. Now I'm the only one in the family who can make any money.
Okay, so she's Eleanor
I've
Vance
never seen so many doors.
from the novel.
Closet? Bottles.
Money to drink. I like it. Have some good old bacchanals before you go out with those ghosts.
Does it go anywhere?
Of course. Classic horror.
Lance!
Oh, nice. When was this with the jump scare invented? I don't know. Like, did they have jump scares in 1959?
Help me, please. Lance is gone, and there's a ghost.
See what I mean?
Please, come on.
Did she say Lance is gone? Gone where?
Gone where?
We'll have to break it down. It's locked.
Locked?
Yep. Someone's crazy. It's always the assumption. Only one person sees it, the group can't see it. Oh.
You all right?
Nothing that money won't cure. I must have bumped my head.
And the only way you could bump your head in here
Running into a wall.
is to run head on into the wall. You didn't do that, did you? Let's get a bandage on that.
Jeez.
I wonder why they didn't kill him.
Who?
The ghost.
He didn't bump his head. They hit him.
They?
The ghost, lady. Aren't you listening? Always got to be a skeptic. It's got to be the Scully character. They? Who are we talking about, lady? Come on.
Nora, when you came in, you said something about a ghost.
There was something.
What did it look like?
Well, it was wearing a black thing that went all the way to the floor.
Weren't you a little frightened at the time?
Okay, I predict that that's the
Oh,
wife.
yes.
That, Mr. Lauren, is hysteria.
Well, then, Doctor, how do you explain what happened to Lance? Was that hysteria, too?
Yeah.
You better get that checked in a day or so.
Thanks, Doc.
Let's hear your rationalization. By the way, I do not believe in ghosts. But I think it's fun. And yeah, okay. Nope, no more liquor for you.
Ghosts are coming closer, Mr. Lauren.
You really believe in your pet ghost, don't you, Pritchard?
Before the night's over, you will, too.
Would you like a drink, Lance?
No, thanks.
I'd like one. Scotch and. Mr. Lauren, are you really going to pay anyone who stays all night?
Certainly. $10,000.
Will there be much red tape or delay?
You in a hurry, dear?
Frankly, yes. Or frantically.
There you are, my dear.
You gonna do it again? Maybe you should both enter separately again. Okay.
Someone or something was in here when I came in. But where? And if the door was locked, how did it get out? What you saw might have been a ghost, Nora, but what was in here with me was no ghost.
I don't know. I was so scared.
So is it the wife of the millionaire who's going around dressing up as this stuff and pretending to be a ghost?
Does it sound different to you?
Yes.
Three, 6, 9, 12. 12 feet.
Some pretty good measurements right there. How did he know that was 3 feet?
3, 6. Now, I'm gonna knock on the other wall. When you hear me, you knock on this wall.
Oh, you're gonna separate again? You're gonna put her in the dark room? And she's gonna do it? Oh, I know the...
Lower down.
Oh! Oh, dang. If that's the wife, she did a good makeup job. So that's kind of a jump scare. That kind of got me a little bit. 1959, baby. They're doing their thing. I was not expecting it quite like that. This is good.
Where'd it come from?
From in here.
Where did it come from?
What if it ran out of here? I'd have seen it.
Lance, it doesn't run. It just floats.
Yeah, but why didn't I see it?
You don't believe me.
Well, how can I?
If you're hysterical or you have some inner emotion that's passionate, it represents as a ghost, is what they're saying. I thought the philosophy and psychology in Mike Flanagan's story was really well
I'm
done.
Annabelle Lauren.
Does she just have like a mask?
You must be Miss Manning.
Is that how
I
she
realize
did the
this is a
ghost?
very unusual and I'm afraid very dull party. Wouldn't you like to freshen up?
It's not that dull. Pretty exciting if you like haunted houses, which we do. I haven't been to a haunted house in a long time. I miss that. I love haunted houses.
This is your room. Depressing, isn't it?
I
Okay.
doubt if I'll spend much time here.
It's going to rain. Perfect atmosphere for my husband's party. Why did you come here?
Oh, she's
He
beautiful.
said he'd give me $10,000.
Why did he pick you?
I don't know. My supervisor just came and said I'd been invited.
She's hysterical. Hysterical women.
How long have you known my husband?
I just met him tonight.
So? Why you? What were you doing wandering around by yourself?
Well, I was in the cellar with Lance,
How'd you know she was wandering?
Mr. Schroeder, and I just left, that's all.
Don't do it again. Don't go anywhere in this house by yourself. Now fix your face and I'll come by for you in a few minutes.
But you just said.
You're in danger. We all are.
But who?
I hope for your sake you never find out.
Ooh. The pilot.
I'm Annabelle Lauren. Were you looking for something?
Not exactly.
Are you the doctor?
No, I'm Lance Schroeder.
The pilot. You've hurt yourself.
Oh, it's just a bump on the head.
Nothing, ma'am.
Which is my room.
I believe this is it.
Next
Thank
to
you,
the
Mr.
Eleanor
Lauren.
character. Nora?
Annabelle Lance.
She say Vance or Lance? Keep missing it. Is she
You
the
were with the young girl in the cellar. Why was she so upset?
adulterous wife or
She-
no?
And you don't look like the type to go around bumping his head. What really happened, Lance?
Well, Nora thought she saw a ghost, but
Nora.
I didn't see anything.
She was just frightened then.
And mad at me, I think. I kidded her about it.
I wouldn't joke about anything else that happens here tonight.
Now, don't tell me you're taking all this seriously.
Aren't you?
Well, I'd like to find out what hit me.
Lance. If I need help, may I count on you?
Sure, I guess so.
Always counted on the
Look, what's
kindness of
going on here, anyway? I mean,
strangers.
what is with this party bit?
This is no party. He's planning something.
Your husband?
I wish I knew what it was.
So this is a ruse to kill her,
Pretty
maybe.
big if you're
Okay.
gonna lay out 50,000.
The money doesn't mean anything. He has a reason for getting us all up here to this dreadful old house.
Well, what for? He doesn't even know us.
Maybe that's exactly why you're here.
Well, what can he get away with?
Oh, he thinks that big money like his can get away with anything. You know, of course, that I'm his fourth wife. The first simply disappeared. The other two died.
Why would you marry him?
Lance,
Oh, money.
I don't
the
want to
thing.
join them.
You mean he,
Oh, his doctor said they died of heart attacks. Two girls in their 20s.
Well, what can he do?
My husband is sometimes insane with jealousy. Nothing matters to him then. Please be careful.
Would he hurt you?
He would kill me if he could.
Okay. You just exited a man's room. Why would you do that, girl? Yeah.
Well, you're missing all the fun. Nora Manning was almost killed by a falling chandelier. The pilot bashed his head in.
Is he badly hurt?
The Saturnine psychiatrist bandaged him up.
Saturnine. Nice.
Don't you want to go and console him? As you do most
I
men
miss
in your fashion.
movies with vocabularies.
Clever, Frederick.
As I lie awake nights wondering why I married you. It was rather a mistake.
You didn't marry me, dear. I married you. Unpleasant, but no mistake.
hurry up.
Frederick, for the last time, I'm not going to your party.
And for the last time, it's not my party, but yours. And you are going.
I am not.
You ready, dear?
Ooh.
No.
Are you ready, dear?
Yes, damn you.
Would you adore me as much if I were poor? No. All you want to be is a lovely widow.
Jeez.
It's almost time to lock up the house. And then your party will really begin.
Old money.
I wonder how it
Dead
ends.
hand. Pulling you down. Repressing her desires. Domestic violence. Trauma. These are all the Gothic themes.
It's close to midnight, Lance.
Okay. I'll be down in a minute.
Who is it?
Your host, my dear. It's almost midnight, Nora. We're all going to get together down in the living room.
All right, Mr. Loin. I'll be right down.
Oh. Is that a real face? Dang, 1959. You don't mess around. We're so used to horror, I couldn't imagine seeing this like in a theater in 1959 without having seen like really much horror in cinema. I mean, I know they had horror before this, but not like we get. It's like we're watching horror every other week. At least some of us are.
Come with us. Come with us before he kills you.
Okay, that's got to be the devil. He's trying to help you, but why would you help her like that? Why? I'm trying to help you, baby. Come here. Ah! Like, how does it just say hello?
Miss Mary.
Something. They didn't hear that scream?
I don't want to stay here.
Good idea.
Nora, what happened? That's Jonas Slides and his wife. They've been caretakers here for years.
So
She's blind, you know.
I'm not going to stay here.
Jonas Slide.
Well, Doctor, it looks like we have a real case of hysteria on our hands.
I think she's just a little upset, not hysterical.
Ooh.
Good evening.
Hello, my dear. This is my wife. These are our guests. Ruth Bridges, Dr. Trent. You know Watson Pritchard, of course. Nora Manning, and this is Lance Schroeder.
Get me out of here.
So are they dead?
Now, what about the 10,000?
I don't care. He wants to kill me.
Who wants to kill you?
Mr. Lawrence.
May I have your attention, please? I think you all remember the bargain we made about staying all night. $10,000 apiece. If any of you don't survive, $50,000 will be divided amongst the rest of you. If I should die, you will be paid by my estate. When the door is locked from the outside by the caretakers, we'll all be forced to stay in this house until morning. If any of you decide not to stay, you must leave with the caretakers now. You won't have a chance to change your minds later, because there'll be no way to get out.
I don't want to stay.
Wait.
You hear that? It's like the wind. It sounds like a scream. Wuthering Heights.
midnight yet. Who told them they could leave?
They never leave before midnight.
Well, they've gone now. I was going to ask you whether you wanted to stay or not, but it seems that the caretakers have made the decision for you. We're all locked in now.
Ooh.
But I don't want to stay.
And I'm sorry, my dear, but it's too late now.
Darling, haven't you had enough of the silly game?
That's messed
Get some
up.
cars up here for these people and let them go home. But pay them first.
This is your party, remember? In spite of my wife's faith in my ability to do the impossible,
What is going on?
we will all have to stay in this house until 8 o'clock in the morning. But we have some party favors for you in these little coffins.
Nice.
This is my wife's idea. I must say, I think it's rather dangerous.
Oh!
I suppose you all know how to use one of these things, but in case you don't, you just press down on this lever with your thumb and then pull the trigger. You see, they're loaded.
These are no good against the dead, only the living.
Doctor? Vance?
So they're gonna like kill each other. This is interesting.
Go ahead, take it.
Shoot him.
Miss Bridges?
What is
You're sure,
happening?
dear?
I don't need it.
It was your idea. Who knows, you may want to use it on me before this night is over.
What is happening? So they don't like each
Throw these
other.
guns away. They won't do you any good.
I agree with Pritchard on that point, although not for the same reason.
Dr. Trent.
You just put your hand all over it.
Approve of our little party favors?
Nobody's taught any.
Suppose Nora
gun
had a
safety
gun
here.
when she mistook the blind woman for a ghost.
I don't think anyone else is going to walk around in total darkness.
Oh, I'm sure we're not going to go
Point it
running
at your
around
head,
the house
please.
shooting each other, aren't you?
Who knows? Fear makes people do amazing things.
True. He just his gun, his drink, like
Mr. Pritchard,
no gun safety at all. They
you
don't.
said your sister-in-law killed a man and a woman here and cut them up? You said they found hands and feet, but they never found any heads. Would you like to see one of those heads? Would you all like to see one of those heads? Well then, just follow me.
Okay.
Darling, I really don't need this.
Just go look in my suitcase. Just go look.
Oh, it's not gonna be there. Is that so? That's her suitcase. Okay, so yeah, of course it's not gonna be there. Because you're crazy, Eleanor,
But it
or
was in
Nora.
there. A woman's head.
Oh, it was a
Nora.
woman?
I think you're a little upset. Would you care for a sedative?
Get out! Get out, all of you! All of you, get out of here and leave me alone!
You're being hysterical,
Get out of
woman.
here!
Women.
You think
Just
it's all right to
kidding.
leave her by herself, Doctor?
I wish she'd taken the sedative.
Well, what do you suppose she thought she saw?
They're closing in on her.
Look, Doc, I think somebody ought to stay with her.
There could be 1 million people around her. But if they wanted her, they'd get her.
What if he's right?
He's too drunk to know what he's talking about.
I wonder.
It's true.
I'll join you in a minute.
Probably a little drunk, but doesn't mean he's too drunk to know what he's talking about, but he's definitely drunk. Ish. Tipsy.
Do you think it would do any good if you went in and talked to her?
Well, do you think there really was a head in her suitcase?
I don't know.
A thing like that would put me right over the edge.
Look, would you sort of stay up here, I mean, in case she needs help?
All right. I'll be in my room. Just call it.
Thanks.
Are you sure there are only 7 people in this house?
Positive, except for the ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts,
Well, the two
nor
caretakers.
in frightening women. In Nora's case, it's gone far enough. Perhaps too far.
What do you suggest we do about it, Doctor?
Don't frighten her anymore.
I have no idea what's going on. That's a weird architecture, just amalgamation of different styles. The insane desires and imaginations and fancies of the rich.
Nora? Nora?
She's trying to escape. There was a woman, at least long hair. I didn't. Oh my god, he's just.
Nora! Nora!
Is that how you would act if you saw a head? Okay. He's just
What do you know about this?
They've taken her.
holding a knife.
In a little while, she'll be one of them.
Where's Nora?
Where is she? It's too late. It's too late. You'll never find her again.
Pritchard, if you know where she is, you better tell me now.
She's gone. She's gone with them. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh,
Nora.
Lay her down.
Nora?
She's
no.
dead, Mr. Lauren.
The wife.
Your wife hanged herself.
Suicide.
Was it? The drapes. Hamlet, what's behind the drapes? Stab at thee.
Nora?
Hide me, please, hide me.
What's the matter?
Hide me. He tried to kill me. He grabbed me and choked me and put me in that room. And then he went away and left me.
Who?
He thought I was dead.
Who?
Mr. Lord.
Are you sure about this?
I don't know. It was dark, but it must have been him.
Has anybody seen you since he left you?
I heard some people in that room, but I went by and nobody saw me.
Mrs. Lauren is dead.
How?
Lauren said she committed suicide, but I think somebody killed her.
Him?
Domestic violence. That's the real horror. Oh. Prison bars I ain't got nothing on those, remember? Strange knockings. And there's no one there. That's in the novel. Oh my gosh, there's multiple doors. Oh, someone's there. Okay.
I'm sure you've come to the same conclusion I have.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's all have a meeting, discuss what to do. The living room?
Okay, in a minute.
Why do they keep leaving each other alone? That horror trope. Kind of ridiculous.
I gotta go downstairs. Now, you lock yourself in here and don't let anybody know you're here. If he thinks you're dead, he won't come here. And I'll get back as soon as I can. You'll be all right.
Okay, he thinks she's dead because he strangled her.
You use it.
We'll keep it across the room. Good place for it, in case you need it in an instant. I really have no idea what's going on. And someone's playing with somebody. There's something behind the scenes. Wonder if there's gonna be like a Scooby-Doo moment. Take off the ghost mask, and it's the butler or the janitor. Hey, Scoob! I can't do a Scooby voice. Not Scooby. She faking?
So beautiful. So greedy. So cold.
Oh, jeez.
What are you doing in here?
Wait. Don't we?
What do you mean coming in here?
I didn't want them to take her away.
Drunk.
They will if you don't watch her.
You're drunk. All right, out with it, Bridget. Why did you come into this room?
I'm the only one who understands.
Understands what?
Your wife isn't there anymore. She's already joined them.
Look, Bridget, I've had enough of your spook talk. Get out, you sot, and don't come back into this room again.
Where's what's-her-name? Nora.
I didn't disturb her since I don't think this concerns her.
No, you're right.
Mr. Lauren, isn't there some way we can get out of this house now?
No, none at all.
We could try breaking out.
The only door to the outside is made of steel. The bars of the windows are set in solid stone. We gotta stay.
We got it.
I'm not afraid of your ghosts, Bridget. But I am afraid. When we came here a few hours ago, the only thing we had in common was the $10,000 we'd get. Now, however, we share something else.
Revival.
The death of Mrs. Lauren.
Oh, okay. That's the share?
So far tonight,
I guess they were
one of
there.
us was almost killed by a falling chandelier.
Oh, the murder
One
mystery.
of us was mysteriously slugged. One of us has been driven to the brink of absolute hysteria. And one of us is dead. Were these accidents? Suicide? And we must stay here for 6 more hours.
6 hours? 6 of us. I'm in it.
Who'll be next? How will it happen?
The man of reason.
Let me ask you a question, Doctor. You were the first one to see my wife there. Did you also see anything that she could have climbed up on and then jumped?
No.
Did any of you? There was nothing. How then did she get up there so high?
Exactly, Mr. Lauren. How? She couldn't have pulled herself up there. She couldn't have dropped from the ceiling. Do you think your wife killed herself?
No. She was murdered
Murdered.
by one of you.
Murdered. Was there a hidden motive?
Or you, Mr. Lauren.
I mean, he's got the
Deliberately kill
motive.
someone, you must have a reason.
Yes.
We were all strangers to your wife. Only you had a motive for murder.
What husband hasn't at some time wanted to kill his wife? What husband hasn't had 1,000 opportunities to do it in such a way so that he'd never be suspected?
Is that
I'm
true?
not such a fool as to hang my wife from a ceiling by a rope.
The fact remains that you, or one of us, murdered Mrs. Lauren.
Well, that's the
And that's a
perfect
matter for the police.
So how
way
do we
to
get
do
to the
it.
police?
That's my point. We can't until morning. What began as a silly party given by an eccentric has now involved us all in murder.
For once, Pritchard may be right. If another murder's in the works, let's stop it now.
Another murder.
Why not? Maybe one of us saw too much.
Why should even a millionaire want to give each of us $10,000 to spend one night in a gloomy old house? To see some ghosts, have a party? No.
Have you finished trying me, Doctor? And is the verdict guilty of murder?
Oh, this isn't getting us anywhere. Somebody killed Mrs. Lauren. We know that. One of us is guilty and the rest of us are innocent. Okay. Now, what we have to do for the next 6 hours is protect ourselves from each other.
You really think?
I don't think anything. I just know that I'm going to my room. And if anybody comes in, I'll shoot him. Or her.
And if we all stay in our rooms, we'll be safe. Because the innocent will have no reason to leave his room. And the guilty will admit his guilt if he or she does.
And we all have guns.
And we're all agreed?
Oh, I wish this night were over.
Rooms? Guns? I tell you, it doesn't make any difference. They aren't through with us yet.
They took a murder mystery, put it into a haunted house with Clue. And they put one of the possible perpetrators as ghosts. I love it. What's that portrait of? I've seen that portrait before. I think I have. Or maybe it's just a common pose that certain women would go in for their painting.
What's the use of saying goodnight?
What's the use of saying goodnight? Fair enough.
Good night.
Good night, Doctor.
Godspeed to you, sir. I mean, the obvious killers are the millionaire. But it's got to be like a hidden figure. The Dudley the caretakers. Maybe it's a psychiatrist because this is all one big psych example, like what's a psych experiment where they're trying to figure out how these people would act, and it's all being manipulated by the psychiatrist. Maybe that's what's going on. And the deaths are just fake deaths to see if they'll shoot each other, and they're blanks. He just used that one as an example and pretend, and the rest are all blanks, all the bullets. What about like stabbing and strangling? That's gonna be my prediction right now. It's a psychiatrist. I'm probably way off. You guys are like, shut up. Someone has to fall into that vat of poison acid. Wine acid? Someone's got to fall into that thing. Talk about Chekhov's gun. What are you going to do with that thing? Oh, put the guns in there after you murder everybody. More blood. Out, damn spot, out. Yeah, Macbeth, that's the real first horror movie. True. Ah, the psychos. The psychos.
It's me, Lance. You okay? They've all gone to their rooms and locked themselves in.
So we should stay together.
Thinking. It was so dark down there. Maybe it wasn't Mr. Lorne.
We should get in bed just in case. You never know.
He tried to kill you, and he did kill his wife.
How can you be so sure?
She tried to warn me, asked me to help her. The doc thinks he's going to try and kill one of us. Now, there must be a way out of this place, and I'm going to find it and get the police before he does.
I'm going with you.
It's like that Stanford
Finds out you're
experiment or
alive.
something.
No, Nora. You're safer here than any place else. Now, just lock yourself in and keep quiet. If I find a way out, I'll come back and get you.
It's so weird to put drapes over a hallway like that. That's Hill House for you, baby. Yes. What is that? Oh, it's just the whole wall moves. That's what you get. Ooh, I like that shot. Prison bars. Yeah, it's like an asylum. It's like the whole thing looks like an insane asylum. Maybe they're all insane and they're all inventing it. I don't want to spoil the movie, but there's a particular movie with a man named with initials LD. He's the actor. On an island. What? What the heck? That's weird. Okay. You should probably just stand there. I'll justify it by she's frozen in fear. She doesn't know what to do. Oh. Maybe she's trying to save her. How are they gonna do this effect? Are they gonna do it? No? I thought she was gonna go through the wall. Is that a monster? Creature from the Black Lagoon? Gotta love horror. That is not how people move around a room when they're scared. Like, can I go as slow as possible? And that's horror for you. Slow pan. Yeah, that looks like an insane asylum. I don't know why it feels like Egyptian architecture with some Greek pillars and others. We need an architect to tell me what I'm talking about here. What's the architecture telling us?
An admission of guilt, Doctor?
Certainly not. There's either somebody else in this house or one of us has left his room. Did you hear anything?
Organ music?
That, and someone walking.
You got yours? Ready?
You look downstairs, and I'll look up here.
I just love how they're just holding it so casually on each other.
Maybe only minutes, seconds left of someone's life. Why waste time?
Guess this is an era when they're not like, through popular culture, you know, have fear of guns in the same way that we do. Not part of the popular culture. What's it called? Like muzzle discipline? Something like that. Everybody knows that, right? We've all seen action movies. I always like to know like where the origin of some of these sounds are, like who came up with that sound, because that sounds so cliche in many ways. She's gonna be gone one of these times.
It's almost over, darling. Every detail was perfect.
Oh, okay, yeah. I knew it. It was them all along. Oh, so it's a psychiatrist. Okay, so he's trying to get. That's even simpler. If this is what's really happening.
We've done it. A perfect crime. Beautiful.
Has she killed him?
Not yet, but she will.
Oh, that's great.
Get me out of this hanging harness.
Oh,
What's taking that
exposition.
girl so long? What time is it?
At first, I couldn't get Nora to want to protect herself with a gun. But after you appeared at the window, everything began to work just as we had planned. You were wonderful. Just the touch that finally drove her into complete hysteria.
Well, she's a femme fatale. She's playing him too.
Planning, darling. Where's Nora now?
She's definitely playing
What's
him.
happening?
On her way to the cellar. So scared she'll shoot the first thing that moves.
And Frederick?
On his way to the cellar, too.
David, are you sure none of them will suspect us?
Of what? An hysterical girl accidentally shoots somebody? Who would suspect that we planned it that way, that we drove her to it?
What about my suicide?
But just a ghost party gag. We'll claim it was a dummy since I'm the only one who touched you.
And the caretakers?
Well, they had no idea what they were really doing.
What about Nora? She's not stupid, you know.
Darling, believe me, everything we planned is working perfectly. Nora is sure Frederick murdered you. She thinks Frederick attacked her in the cellar, not me. And now Nora's almost out of her mind with fear. The heads, the music, you're hanging. I tell you, when Frederick walks in there, she'll shoot him.
It's taking too long. David, you ought to be there.
She's playing him. You gotta be there. He's gonna get shot too. That's her plan.
When you hear the shot, come down to the cellar.
And then I'll wait for the second shot. See if her face changes. Oh, they didn't show us. Is she really concerned? Are they really in love? Or is she just using him to get out of this and get all the money? They're all dimming. The slow pan. Ghost. Nope. Oh. Bang! Now he's afraid of guns. Oh, he's gonna put him there. It is. Can't have a red herring in here. Well, not red herring. Chekhov's gun. Is the wife gonna push him in? What was that sound? Was he still alive? Whoa. Now it's not.
David?
Maybe he's gonna push her in. With all the psychiatrists, maybe? And he wants all the money or something? But then how would he get it from her? Or it's really a ghost. You're just like casually standing there. Get the hell out of there, lady. Get away from there. What are you doing? Someone's pushing her in. Oh, is he? Strings. There you go. This makes me think of the Scary Movie. It's bound, Sydney. What are you afraid of? Callista Callista Flockhart? Something like that.
At last you've got it all. Everything I have. Even my life. But you're not going to live to enjoy it. Come with me, murderess. Come with me.
It's just bones. She's gonna fall in. Okay. Oh, come on. A little disappointing, even for 1959. Psycho's next year, right? Hitchcock Psycho. I mean, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. He's got supernatural strength because, you know, Callista Flockhart's not going to have a lot of strength to her. It's bones, Sydney. Oh. What? Good twist. Did he hire the psychiatrist?
right, Annabelle. The crime you two planned was indeed perfect. Only the victim is alive and the murderers are not.
Okay.
It's a pity you didn't know when you started your game of murder that I was playing too.
So the bullets were all blank because he gave them the bullets, right?
Lance! I've shot Mr. Loren. He's down in the wine cellar.
Alive?
I don't think so. It's him. He's alive.
You didn't shoot anyone, my dear. I loaded your gun with blanks. I can tell you all now. Trent and my wife were planning to kill me. They failed. Trent tried to throw me in the vat. My wife stumbled and fell. I'm ready for justice to decide if I'm innocent or guilty.
So it's a Bluebeard story, of course.
Now there are 9. There'll be more, many more. They're coming for me now. And then they'll come for you.
Christmas Carol, the ghost of Christmas past, chain. So that was a lot of fun. I see a lot of the same Gothic stories that we were talking about. There's always the psychological, ambiguous, introspective aspect to these stories, where again, one of the things that makes a ghost story a good ghost story is actually explained really well in the Mike Flanagan story, where the I can't remember his name. I think Steve is his name, the older brother, he goes around looking for ghosts and writing stories about them, and there's kind of the theory that he has and that he got from his father is that ghosts can be many things. It can represent something from your past, a wish, a desire, a repressed hope, or something like that. But it could also be like, trauma and things like that in the past. That's usually what it means. In this case, it's obviously a story about a mismatched marriage and this man who's extra jealous, this rich man from this old money probably, who's really jealous. And he's trying to get his wife to show her true colors, and then she gets her comeuppance in that case. Often in a Gothic story, the house is kind of a metaphor for the mind. And, it's kind of a supernatural organism. And that's how this is played out, except this is just, at the end of the day, this is a murder mystery. They really took out all of the Gothicism in the sense of any kind of actual supernatural story, which I like that. I actually really enjoy that, because it's, what they're doing is they're playing on the fears that we have. And then, I mentioned in the story, the kind of Scooby-Doo moment, which is essentially the moment when you reveal so Scooby-Doo is kind of Gothic, and there's a lot of ghosts and things like that. In the early era of Gothicism in the 1800s, you would get a story where all these supernatural things happen, but then you discover that there's actually natural phenomenon. And that's happening as the Age of Enlightenment and Age of Reason are burgeoning, and they're wanting to have rational reasons for all these things. And it kind of, puts the old or the old churches that are decrepit, the old castles that represent the old landed gentry from thousands of years or hundreds of years of gaining power, and how that's kind of decaying. And we have this new order. And that's a lot of what Gothicism explores. And in Shirley Jackson's Hill, the house is a labyrinth inside Eleanor, who's the main character in that story. And I think that's Eleanor. I think that's where that's coming from. It's her mind, I think. Every hallway is kind of a repressed memory. Every door is a choice not taken. I think Robert Wise, the director here, he's giving us the same house, but he's doing it with a camera lens. And I don't know if this is the first of, this has to be the first of the House on Haunted Hills, because this is the same year I think the book came out. I wanted to read the opening paragraph of the Haunting of Hill House. This is actually almost verbatim put in Mike Flanagan's story. So Steve is in the story of Haunting of Hill House, the Netflix show. He's a writer, and he wrote these lines in his story, although this is Shirley Jackson. I think it's beautiful prose, and I also think it's very engaging philosophically and morally. So the lines are, "No live organism can continue for long to exist sanely under conditions of absolute reality. Even larks and katydids are supposed by some to dream. Hill House, not sane, stood by itself against its hills, holding darkness within. It had stood so for 80 years and might stand for 80 more. Within, walls continued upright, bricks met neatly, floors were firm, and doors were sensibly shut. Silence lay steadily against the wood and stone of Hill House, and whatever walked there walked alone." Such a beautiful passage, I thought. But think about what this means. No live organism can continue for long to exist sanely under conditions of absolute reality. This is why we have an imagination. We have dreaming, because reality is so complex. It's so infinite that our minds have to have conceptual ways of restructuring it. And that, I think, is the imaginative project of the Romantics, starting all the way back in the 1700s, is to find new ways to structure things rather than the old, religious ways and the old power structure ways. That was the revolution of that whole era of the 1700s. We have all these revolutions happening, not just in politics, but also in the soul. And that's what Romanticism is. Romanticism is a revolution in the soul. And so the project, which I don't think they succeeded, but the attempt during this time was to develop these new imaginative structures that we can live within. And, they had the emphasis on the individual as the catalyst and the touchstone for that. Okay, so that's what I'll do for today. I want to see how this goes on YouTube, if anybody even cares if this works on YouTube or if it's copywritten or what. Okay, so let me know if you like this, and maybe I'll do some more of these. Okay, see you next time.